Definitely, yes, I relate myself more to the HR aspect rather than the CSR aspect. However, I will try to do a good job at summing up both. I'm not going in any particular order. These are random thoughts that I really picked up and jotted down as I was really sitting there. Yes, as a person in charge of HR, when I say that, I don't mean only the HR department, but I mean even, yes, as a manager, as an employee. What is it that really converts as respect for that little employee there? Certain words that we use, yes, sometimes laborer, worker, workforce, various terminologies that we are using. Very interestingly, Mr. Dheer, we started with an asset. Various terminologies that we have been using, but then how many of us are really very clear about, picturize in your mind those people whomever you want to picturize right now, what exactly translates as respect to them, their terms. That's one thought that came into my mind as I was really listening. And one question I actually had as I was really listening, interestingly, do we have any owners of organizations over here? Okay, now fantastic. So we do have some of them over here. Question to you, and more importantly to all of us who associate ourselves with HR, how many of us as people from the HR department really feel we deserve a seat at that board meeting? When I'm a representative of an HR department in an organization, do I really feel I deserve a seat at your board meetings? You may invite me. That's very graceful of you. You know, I am an HOD of a particular department, so I'm invited. But do I really feel I deserve that seat at that board meeting? Me and my department as HR, has there been that contribution to the organization which will actually make me deserve that seat at the board meeting? Friends, today globally, this is what is being expected out of HR. Irrespective of which part of the world we operate in, irrespective of what is the state of a HR department in your organization, but this is the reality today. I will share my experience with you. Now here, I had already asked this question, HR is whose business? HR department, manager, whose business? Who's going to take care of this? Mind you, today's employees, when I'm saying today's employees, I'm actually talking of the youngest generation which is entering into the workforce today. They are having no qualms about asking, why are you my manager? I joined probably your organization as a better person. I wanted to do so much better. I was expecting so many results. I'm not able to. And you being my manager, you being my HR department, what help have I really got from you? Why am I not able to do this? Why are you my manager? Maybe face they are not asking, but let me tell you, when they come in for these sorts of workshops, when they really open up, these questions are really there. Do we have answers for these? I mean, that's something that actually came into me. Well, yes, one thing that I have been having interactions with a lot of people, though I will also admit, Mr. Verghese, as you said, I do not have a lot of exposure to the garment industry as such. But then one realization that I've had throughout the day, definitely there seems to be a very urgent and critical need to professionalize HR in this industry. Now when we say this, let's not worry about, recruiting the best HR people. No, wherever we are, let's focus on, are we really getting our HR department, are our people being managed better to the next level? So that's one step that I would really suggest. Interestingly, how many CEOs world over, how many MDs world over have actually come from the HR department?
I have a submission here to make.
Yes, please.
The submission comes from a background that I guess you guys are reading it over maybe last 5 years or so. The primarily reason that probably HR was not seen as a CEO or a CMO or director of the company, because everybody as an owner had thought that HR job is primarily to recruit. But over the period of time, they realized that somebody who comes from a human resource background, he probably understands and can associate with the very basic problems of people. He can be a people's person. The focus has shifted from normal HR to have an EQ quotient high. Imagine your CEO, and he comes from a high EQ background or human resource background. So he knows the moment he enters into a factory, a security guard say, hello, namaste sir. Very next moment he can be a merchandiser. Very next moment he might be entering the board meeting. So the lateral and horizontal shift that he makes by understanding the humans, I guess that is something that will have a lot of relevance. And again, the decade to come off, I'm sure you will have only CEOs from human resource background, not from the marketing or financial background.
Thank you so much. I hope that day doesn't come. We need a variety of all kinds of people to come and head this thing. And right now the Shama aapke paas hai. When you quickly wind it up, we'll proceed further. We have a structured time frame, so I request you to kindly conclude as you deem fit.
Sure. Arun, I definitely would agree with you, and I can only say as of now, with my experience world over, hopeful of the fact that we definitely have a lot more HR representation, especially in the CEO suit. That level we really should have. Well, that's where I would definitely see we all headed as. Well, there's a lot of thought going on in that direction. Hopefully there is also action over there. Thank you very much. So this is what I wanted to share.
Thank you so much. Give her a hand, please.